Hello, everybody. My name is Johanna Norbo, and I'm a freelance journalist involved in environmental issues, human rights, and social issues. On a few occasions, I've been to Greece and witnessed the horrible situation that refugees and migrants live in Greece. And I also met with Arthur at one of my trips, and it was a great pleasure because Arthur is doing a tremendous job in Athens for homeless people and people who are really in an exposed and vulnerable situation. Arthur is the founder of Refugees Refuge, who is helping the people on the streets of Athens with food, shelter, and medicine and clothes, and what's really needed and in that very difficult situation that those people live in. So today I'm here to interview you, Arthur, and it's a pleasure for me to meet you across Europe. So a big welcome to you, and I would like to start with letting you introduce yourself a bit and what made you start your work on the streets of Athens.
Thank you very much, Joanna. It's so good to see you again, and even from far now, but yeah, it's good to see you again. My name is Arthur, and I live in Greece for more than 10 years. And what I like in my life is, well, let's say if I can say that what is the characteristic of my life is trying to help people as much as possible. And this is what I've been doing also in Greece. And there we met together, right? With the project that we have with the sandwiches and hot tea and clothes, and as you said, in our team that is called Refugees Refuge. Yeah, and I love to do this, and I always try to find better ways to help people, because it's not enough just to have a good heart to help other people, and especially people which are in need.
Could you describe, Arthur, the situation that people on the streets of Athens live in, because maybe people in other parts of Europe or in other parts of the world don't know about the vulnerability that people in Greece are actually living through.
Mm. Okay, I believe in one thing, that every country has its own problems in the, let's say, in the homeless areas. And here in Greece is a special one in the sense that because of the crisis that Greece had, let's say 10 years ago, it's not recovered, let's say. And if you don't have jobs and financial everything is down, so it's very hard to find a job and also to have your own apartment or whatever you want to. And when you are on the street, the first people that were out of the city were the migrants that they have been living in Greece for a long time. But because they work in construction and this kind of hard works that nobody does, so they were the first that they were, let's say, out of work, because there is a crisis, nobody's going to build. So that is the front line. And also then little by little the rest of the businesses, and when I say businesses, even the coffee shop were closed, so it was so bad, in other words. And now for somebody to be on the street, it's very hard, especially in Greece, because it's very hard when you are somebody who come from Lebanon or Africa or from any other countries. Let's say on the streets of Athens, we have at least 28 nationalities, which they live on the street, not just for 1 month, not 1 year, not for 2 years, longer than that. And at least on the, I have known people for uh, 10 years at least that they have been on the street and they are still on the street. In other words, it's very difficult for somebody who lives in Greece to find a way to be out of the streets.
Mm. So homelessness is not an uncommon thing in Athens.
No, it's not, unfortunately. And also, it helps a little bit also from other countries. People come and join the homeless community because it's warmer comparing with other countries in Europe. And there are people which have been here and they are stuck here. They cannot go anywhere now.
And it's not uncommon, as far as I've understood, that also refugees end up in the street.
Yes.
Refugees and migrants end up on the street, get lost in the asylum process, or they are outside of the asylum process.
Yes. They give, normally the state gives you a paper and says, okay, you'll keep this paper for 6 months, and after 6 months you have to come back in the police station and you will get a new one, and then the thing is that sometimes you lose the paper, and you the thing is that sorry, you don't have to go there. You have to have another appointment. The thing is that you make the appointment through Skype, and it's impossible. There are so many people that they are trying in one line that they give option, and if you don't get it, so you lose the papers and you will have to start again, and it's a very difficult one.
So quite many people end up in this homeless situation, and then they have difficulties to get out of it, right? They are kind of stuck there.
Yes, they're stuck.
So in this situation, it's very important with people with good intention and good heart, like your own organization, that go out there and help people with the most basic things like food and something warm. And but it's also very important with good ideas that can actually raise the raise the level of solutions, so to speak. Not only give out food and helping in the moment, even though that is also very important, but actually maybe change the situation for people in a more profound way. And I know, Arthur, that you have a really clever idea here that you would like to present.
Yes, thanks very much for notice that it's the farm project. That is how I call it. To say the truth, since I started to help people, which I've been doing that since I was 19 years old, and I've spent at least to do not be proud for the figures, but at least 8 hours per week. I've been volunteering with my time. This is the 8 hours of my time, apart from what I have done, what I have given, and so on and so on. So, and I've been a refugee myself. So since I was 15 years old, so I know a little bit about this, and I understood one thing, that it's not enough. With my experience, more than 20 years now, I understood that it's not enough just to help somebody, to give some food and something to put on. It's not enough, because when you are on the street, and by the way, I tried it for 1 month myself, and it was August, and it was horrible. I'm saying it was horrible. And if you have nobody, no, you cannot be saved. And it's like you need somebody to take you by the hand, and sometimes maybe to pull you a little bit, because it's not easy. If you are there, it's not easy to be out of there. To go there is very easy, for sure. Oh, it's a wide road, let's say. But to come out of there, it's very, very narrow. So, and I was thinking about the farm project, because it's what is important is that uh, to have a good heart, it's good, but just to give something, it's not good. Okay, it's not enough, better to say. So when we have a kind of a center or a place where we can do stuff, and also we have volunteers in our team. We've had uh, more than 3,000 volunteers in our walks that we've had 3 times per week. So having these, let's say, these good people with good heart. So if we have a place where we can take the people which live on the street, and we choose them. You cannot take everybody there. Okay, so you choose the ones that are struggling to be out, because there are I know people that they are very happy just to be there on the street. They don't want. Okay, I know it happens. This, okay, you forget sometimes what is life, and so you just keep on with that. But there are people, they don't want to live there anymore, and I hear that, let's say, every other day at least. So people say, please do something for me, help me to be out of it. I can't bear it anymore. I don't know if you will see me again. And if you have a place, let's go to the project now. So if we have the place and the volunteers are willing to do that, so it'll be more efficient in the sense that people which live on the street, they will have a place to live. Okay, that is the first thing. Okay, they will be safe, they will have to eat something, they will have somebody there as well to talk, and they can be open as well. So because they have never, not never, but they don't have friends to open up. But when we go there and they are willing to open and to say anything to you, they're so vulnerable. And if we have
You're
the
creating,
place, yes, yes, yes. If
creating a community, basically.
yes, that is the idea. But if we have the place, and now in Greece it's not expensive to buy the land comparing with other countries as well. So if we have a land, so we can build a few, let's say, sheds or whatever with wood, this cheap stuff, and we can take people in and they can stay for a while, let's say for 1 week, and then they can, if they would like, they can start to study something where we have the volunteers that will help them with languages if they need language, or if they want to learn any profession, so we can ask people to come and to teach their abilities, let's say skills, to the people. And also myself, I can help them to regain their life back, because I'm a life coach as well, so I can help them a little bit to jump from that position. And then if they want to work in the farm, so that is the right place, so they can work and they can start little by little to work and to, I'll say, to get a little bit of appreciation about themselves as well, because that is very important.
Okay, so you are basically creating a community here with homeless people, giving them a social context
Mhm.
and also maybe a livelihood. Could you talk a little bit more about that? How could the farm create a livelihood for people formerly living on the streets and not being able to provide for themselves?
So if you are in a farm, it's very easy. So you can have let's to have some let's say uh, hens, and hens and cocks and whatever you can have in the farm, and you can have plants, you can have animals as well. So, and if you are in a farm, even you are, how say it, even a normal guy, when he goes in the farm, he's like, wow, is the wow thing, because you live in the city, you live just all around, surrounded by buildings and all the cement, and you go there, it's like wow. So first of all, they will just think a little bit differently. They will start to do things little by little in the morning for themselves. They will wash up themselves. Okay, they will start their routine, a normal routine. Okay, brushing their teeth, and having a chat, having some coffee with a friend. That is very important. And then little by little, so they go with a friend, helping one and the other. Just being there with the other volunteers and also with the other people. So it's a kind of having I would say interchangeable talks, just having some talk and chats that they will help them to, how say, to regain their intellectual, uh, let's say, their life. It's better to renew, in one sense, what they
Hmm.
think about themselves, about the environment, and also for the people. Because when you are outside,
Mm.
you lost faith in people. You don't believe on people. You believe on anything, but
Mm.
not on people. So you get back the faith or the trust. So that is
So the
more, let's
farm
say,
is
mhm.
the farm is a new start for these people. It's a
Yeah.
new start. It's a new life. And will you also be able to grow vegetables and sell? Will there be some sort of economy involved here?
Yes, you cannot escape that, because if you work, the land is really rich, and it gives you back if you do something to. If you put something, if you put one grain, it will give you 10. So it's just normal. And if you do that, so people will work there, and maybe sometimes the land in Greece is with olive trees, where you already start with something. You don't need to start from the very beginning. But also is the you can have hens and you can have eggs there. You can have maybe a cow there. You can have milk every day. You know, it's like the food everyday thing. You know, it's like it's wonderful. You know, I love myself to be in a farm and to live in a farm. Okay, it's a wonderful place. That's why I know what is the meaning of that, and that's why I think it'll be like a luxury for the guys that live in on the street. You know, comparing with the situation that they are living now.
A new life, basically.
Yes, I do like that. I want to make it like a I want to make it like a community center where people can feel comfortable. And also, we hope
Mhm.
to have so the ideas that we have for a farm. I mean, in the farm you can do a lot of things. And personally, I'm a very open person. And maybe somebody is listening to or watching the video now, and maybe they can have any idea in their minds, and they say, "Oh, maybe you can do that." Maybe they can write it on the comments of the video, or maybe they just send us. And because I'm an open one, so if they have an idea, they let them come and just build it. I don't care as long as it's gonna help more people. That's great.
Yeah, that's excellent. So you are actually inviting people here to contribute to
Yes,
this
yes.
idea, develop it.
Yeah, people can contribute, by the way. They can contribute by sending their ideas, by bringing their projects there, also by volunteering. Maybe they can stay for 1 week or 2 weeks to have free time, and so they can stay and to serve, let's say, to people. Maybe they can teach the people there. They can teach something, and apart from that, also because it's the beginning, we need to invest. And personally, I already have some money aside for the farm, which I will just put them there to buy the farm. And also, we need more because it's not enough, and because I don't want to make
Mhm.
it mine. Okay, I don't want to be the boss of that. So I just want to make it work. And I hope it's the first project that it's gonna be maybe in other countries as well, in other cities as well, where we have people which they need a home and they need a job and whatever they. And in other words, the call, let's say, if I can say it this way, so it's that please, if you are willing and you know what is the need and you feel that you can do something for a homeless person, so just please, you can donate to our pool, PayPal pool, and also you can contact us in any way. We'll be more than happy to listen to your let's say reaction to this video. So that is the idea, Jonna.
That is really great. So how will people to find you, Arthur?
So I will
How
I
will
will
people do?
yes. Usually we have our page which is called Refugees Refuge, our team, let's say, and Facebook page. They can find us there, and also they can send messages on down the video when it'll be published. And of course, I can give more details if people want to. So yeah, I think it'll be easier. We are very easy to be caught, let's say, if people want us to find.
Yes, for sure. So I really encourage everyone who's listening to this to get in touch with refugees and take a look at this project that actually, like you mentioned, Arthur, could be a model also for other cities, other countries to help homeless people. And instead of going into urbanization that the whole world is doing, that more and more people live cramped up in big cities, that actually going the other way around, moving out to the countryside, cultivating the soil in a sustainable way, that this could actually be a really good model helping socially vulnerable people in a sustainable environmental way. So please get in touch with Arthur and his organization, Refugees Refuge, and contribute with your ideas and with your resources. So let's buy this farm together.
Yeah, that's very good. Well said. Yeah, I really do appreciate that. Thank you very
So
much for, yeah.
thank you so much, Arthur, for chatting with me. And I wish the farm the best. I would love to come visit in the very
Yes.
soon future.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.